All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Got some GACs to play today. We'll probably talk about this Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game a little bit. So if you guys got questions, especially about account building, modding characters, how to work on your mods, whatever you guys want to know, pop into the chat over there and we'll have a discussion about it. Always interested in having good discussions that help the community. And, you know, I don't have to be right about things, but as long as we get the discussion going and all learn something, it's been worth it. Had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction earlier. I was about to start the stream. Got settled in, got all the buttons clicked, and I changed it to a different stream. And the shirt that I had on apparently had a little too much green on it, and I had holes in me, so had to go figure out something different for a shirt to wear today. Otherwise I would have looked like I'd been in a fight with some laser guns or something. Anyway, we got it fixed. We got on a nice boring blue shirt that shows up just fine. How you all doing this fine day? Anybody else winning their GACs? Doing well, punching up, smoking people with accounts 2 million galactic power higher than yours? Let me know. Storm Poopers in the house asked me if my wardrobe malfunction was like Janet Jackson. Well, you wouldn't have been able to see anything. It would have been like Janet Jackson if she just got... if that part of her disappeared and you could see through it and see the scenery behind her, it would have been like that. Yep, interesting. Wet Pliskin says hello. BB Aftermath is in the house. We got a bunch of teams to fight today on the Loquitur account. Since chat's kind of quiet here at the start, let's go ahead and take a look at our opponent. And I don't have anything that I really want to talk about, at least at this moment. So we have Mottiumus, 10.4 million galactic power, 6.4 in characters, 4 million in ships. 4 million in ships means they don't quite have everything yet. But when I was looking at that 4.6, I'm used to 4.6 being pretty far away from Loquitur. But I looked, and my account's up to 9.8. Like, I don't know. I was at something like, I'm trying to remember the exact numbers, but I was something like 5.7. And then the light speed bundles came out, and I took a jump of like 2 million galactic power in a reasonably short period of time. And then I was at like 8 million galactic power. Then the next set of light speed bundles came out where I bought the Night Sisters. And I took another little jump. And then I got the Jedi with that bundle. And somehow I'm at 9.8 million. So it kind of creeped up on me, but yeah, I'm one of those accounts now. I'm almost 10 million. Almost 10 million on this account. That's seems like a lot to me. Seems like a lot. I got a big boy account now. All right, so his ships: Executor, Malevolence, Negotiator, Chimera. So he's kind of missing the Profundity and the Leviathan. So quite a bit of ships at the top end. We may actually have an advantage on ships for the first time. I think for the longest, everybody that we've fought has had the Leviathan done. And usually both of the Profundity and the Executor. So we may actually have an advantage in fleet. 8 Galactic Legends, though. He's got them all. Collect them all today. Skywalker, Vader, Third Sister. Ben Solo's in here. Queen Amidala's done. Darth Bane. So let's... I need to get a better method for looking at these big accounts where I can just see if they're free to play or if they've got like the new stuff. So Bo-Katan Mandalore is received and in progress. Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. We can look for him. He's here. He's done. And then we look at Galactic Republic to see if the whole Queen Amidala team is done. Padawan Obi-Wan's Gear 12. Master Qui-Gon is in the works. Okay, so he's not quite that far yet. And then Gungan's in progress. Okay, so probably a free-to-play-ish account. And so he's picking up the new stuff as he's able to farm it and finish it. Fair enough. All right, let's take a look at mods real quick. Interesting. Offense mods on Palpatine I don't think is something I would have been expecting. 340 on Queen Amidala. That's pretty fast. But it means that his cat's less than 340. 300 on cat. So his speed drops off fast. We should have a pretty good advantage on speed, it looks like. Okay, so I'll have to pay attention to it if it's in a critical matchup, but it looks like in general I'm gonna have some speed advantage. Let's see how he has his Skywalker modded just for the fun of it. Crit damage, triangle, protection. Yeah, he's already got so much damage. He doesn't really need more damage. So my advice to people is always protection everywhere. Because all of that protection, you got to knock him down once. And then once you've knocked him down, he's going to stand back up. So that protection is good at least twice. It's at least twice as good as normal protection on a character. I think mine is just all defense mods. Right? Is that... Let's go take a look at our gas. Just for the fun of it. Yeah, let's sort by speed. It's been a while since I've looked at my own account in one of these. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at my guys. So Gideon has kind of a mixed set, but he's my fastest character at 386 speed. Whee. Oh, I love it. It's pretty fun. He's on defense right now with the Remnant. So maybe when we get that Night Trooper built up or something, that can replace. Second fastest character is Cat at 364 right now. So plus 174 on the speed. And she's got a defense set with offense, 23, 25, bunch of 25s. So not the absolute best speed mods that I have, but enough of them to push her up there. Seventh Sister's fast. Piet, we've got cranked up to 348. Queen Amidala came out pretty well. I committed to some pretty good mods on her. So 343 for Queen Amidala. And then let's just take a look at how many characters we've got over 300 in a moment here. We were going to look at the gas, right? There he is. Okay, so I do have one health set on. Oh, wow. I have 3 of each. We should fix that. All right, let's fix this. Let's fix our gas. So what happens in a case like this, I stole a mod from him probably for one of the newer characters. And after stealing the mod, I didn't get a chance to... Alright, when I fixed it wrong. So we'll put this defense mod, doesn't look like it's claimed. We'll go ahead, slice it up, see if we can get another hit somewhere on speed. Come on. Alright. That's pretty good. 19 speed, we'll take that. And it's got nice defense stats on it. Look at this. 11.85% defense. So we like that. Protection. I do have a crit damage triangle on him. Protection, protection. Okay. So we've got a little mix and matched here. But this triangle as protection wouldn't be bad either. Or offense. You could do offense or protection there. But having an arrow like this that has protection with a substat of speed is really nice on Skywalker. Sky Rizzy. Let's take a look at his stats now. So he would have 113 protection, 8,300 on offense. And then I like this high armor score. You know, you guys know. You know. Those who know, you know. 70% armor makes a big difference. All right. Interesting. All right, so back to our regularly scheduled GAC. Let's go check chat, see what people are up to. Interceptor says, I punched up 1.5 million for a win. Nice. Good job. BB Aftermath says, I'm getting demolished. The other guy has Relic Gungans, Relic Queen Amidala team, and this person has been playing for several years more than me. Yep. Yeah, for those of us who started after the game was already out for 3 or 4 years, it takes a long time to catch up. Lost my GAC, says Storm Pooper, but I did take the Naboo Bros to Relic 9 today. Ready for that next month's assault battle. Time to restart the signal data grind. Nice, 2 R9s. KY says I took them to R9 on event day and got Amidala to R3 today. Should be fun new toys. Nice. Not sure if you saw the new puzzle today, DL, but the new Death Trooper will be required at Relic 7 for Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano. The new Death Trooper. Are you talking about the Night Trooper or a new Death Trooper? What's a new Death Trooper? Did I miss that? Let's look at Imperial Troopers here. Range Trooper, Scout, Death. Okay, so there's not a new one in the game yet. So are we talking about the Dark Trooper? Oh, here's Dark Trooper. Okay, there it is. Dark Trooper. That's the old Dark. That's the okay. That's Death Trooper, Dark Trooper, Moff Gideon, Night Trooper. Death Trooper Peridia not in the game yet. Okay. All right, so another new character. I mean, it's no surprise, right, that they're bringing in marquee characters that are going to be relevant to the new GL. They always do that. Another trooper, though. Interesting. Interesting. How many trooper teams are we going to be able to have now? We've already got, basically, you can build a trooper team, an Iden team, and a remnant team. So I guess it's just giving us some options for the 3 teams that we've already got. Or, now building out 4 or 5 trooper teams and 3s. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we'll chug away at the new characters as they come out. You guys know my goal on the Loquitur account is to finish out the raid stuff. I got to get caught up on the stuff in between. I still need to finish out my Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. That's close. Got to get a bunch of Kairos onto the requirement characters. And then we'll get Jedi Knight Cal. And then we still got Bo-Katan Mandalore we have to build. And then Ahsoka Tano. So I think Bo-Katan Mandalore will be a background project. We'll focus on getting all the raid characters done first. We'll focus on getting the Ahsoka requirements. And then as we can relic the Bo-Katan requirements, we'll kind of go back and forth and do that. I think that's my intention for right now. So top tier is the raid. Next tier is Galactic Legend Ahsoka. And then, of course, we got to get Cal Kestis done. All right, so my opponent came in and cleared out the front zone here. Now, this is an interesting strategy. I don't know what he's up to. But he did... it took him 3 battles for Rey and 2 battles for Leia. So that's good for me. But he hasn't touched... From what I've seen, he hasn't touched either my ships or my other front zone. So I guess he just cleared that front zone, saw what I had on ships, and now he's waiting for me to play, I guess. It's an interesting strategy. I think if I was going to do this way, I feel like I would clear the bottom front and know what was on the back wall. Maybe he just doesn't want to fight the Gungans. I don't know. Don't know. We got a bunch of, decent non-GL teams here for him to fight. We'll see what he wants to do. All right. So that's where we're at from his side of the battle. Then from my side, we're looking at this Galactic Legend, Leia and Rey. We've got Zori Bliss team here that we have to deal with. Third sister with a 9th sister Kron. We've got Palpatine, Mara Jade team, but then with a 7th sister. That's 7th, right? Yeah, 7th sister Kron. So I feel like this could probably be done with the Imperial troopers, right? Does this Datacron give turn meter in some way? Recover health. Can't be revived. Whenever Darkside allies start their turn. That's tons of armor penetration, crit damage. Wow. Good stats on that Datacron. But I feel like we should be able to come in here with Imperial troopers, right? Go faster than them and be done with it. Jellywatch says, hey, one, greetings from Germany. Hey, Jellyway. Greetings back from America. Afternoon all, hope you're enjoying the weekend, says Clyde. No, hey, Clyde. Glad you're back in here. Yeah, so I don't know that I need troopers somewhere else, so I feel like I just want to run this battle right away. All right, let's go look at the bottom zone. We've got Jabba down there. And then we've got a bunch of interesting stuff, right? We've got these Tuskans. I hate these Tuskans because I've messed this battle up before. And with this Tusken Raider, got myself in a position where I timed out against him. So either need a ton of area effect damage or we need no revives or, potentially both. I will probably use gas on these Tuskans just because I don't think I want to use bounty hunters in case Lord Vader's on the back wall. I want to have a chance with Fennec on the bounty hunters. But anyway, we have Queen Amidala here with Padme and General Kenobi and the Padme Kron. So I worked on this crew with Jedi successfully, something like this, but not with the Padme Kron. So with the Padme Kron, that's a little more dangerous. But I think maybe we'll try the Jedi again, because I think I can mark and snipe her even with the Padme Kron. We'll just have to be careful to try to make sure that we take only single target attacks instead of a lot of assists. So try to get that going. Got Captain Rex here with a Harrison Dula team. Now he's built for trooper to go with you know, clone troopers in 3s. So that team is annoying, but not quite as scary as it could be. Keller and Beck, what are you guys doing? Are you putting your Keller and Beck like this, or are you still doing Qui-Gon like this? I'm curious what other people are doing, because I think if you've got the Qui-Gon Omicron, I still think that's better than Keller and Beck lead in Grand Arena anyway. But, you know, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe there's something really good about this Keller and Beck, and you guys know it. So if that's the case, please do tell. Should we try the Night Sisters against Jabba again? We don't have Marin set up with the tenacity buffs yet. So we need to do tenacity. I'm making myself a note to put tenacity on Marin. So we don't have that yet, but we were successful against a Jabba team with Night Sisters last round. So let's try to sneak that by again. See if I can get a cheap win on my way to the back wall. If it doesn't work out, I mean, we'll use SLKR or something like that, like we always would have anyway. But I'm willing to throw away a battle just to see if we can make it work. Partly for the cheap win if we get it, but partly just for the experience of playing this team and continuing to try to figure out how to make it work. Here we've got some crit avoidance with a bulky cron. I think we'll just take that. And we'll get on in here and get this GAC started. Interceptor says my opponents are nice enough to know that research on me. I don't use datacrons. You don't use datacrons? I'm curious as to whether that decision is motivated by just the complexity of the game and you don't need another layer of garbage to deal with, or if there's some reason why you would, you know, actively not want to use datacrons. Okay, let's go into stealth early on here, try to make myself not a target for a second. Okay. So I guess I am a target now. Well, not really a lot we can do here. We're kind of just stuck. And I feel like Marin's going down. The question is, all right, we're going to do it this way. Just stealth her. I know it'll bring back Talzin, and that's not ideal, but we got to try to get some life back onto Marin or something. She's about to be D'd. Okay, well, looks like she's going to get resurrected. Looks like that's the order of business. We'll just get some more plagues over here. Get off my DACA. We need to bring Marin back. Okay. Wow. They definitely have some code for hard target Marin. Yikes. So let's just put it on basics. Five detonators. Is that enough to kill her? Almost was enough to kill DACA. Okay, let's see. Okay, the area effect killed her. Let's just go with basics. If DACA explodes, then... all right. All right, we got there. We got there with 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go. And we get to see if somehow we can grind Jabba down to 0 in about 2.5 minutes. Again, like last time, I consider it a success because, you know, even if we fail this, we've killed the other 2 characters on the team, and all we have to do is come back in here and clean up this Jabba. His life is going down super slow. This is painful. Maybe he just has a ton of protection protection mods, and once we get his protection gone, his life will go fast? Question mark? Doesn't look like it. We've been working on him for over a minute now and haven't even got his protection gone. So, okay, he got a turn in there. All right, protection is gone. A minute to go. Well, 155 stacks of plague. Doesn't do us any good, but looks pretty cool. I think we're going to get to like 200 stacks of plague by the end of it. I don't mind this being a 2-shot, y'all. If I can kill a Galactic Legend with 2 non-GL teams, that feels okay-ish to me. What would I need to do on Marin? So if we did make her tenacity, how do I get more damage out of her? I guess we would just have to put more offense on her, or increase her relic levels, take her up to like relic 7 or 8 to try to make this a 1-shot. We would need about 30%. We'd need about 1/3 more damage than we had right there to get that done. What is this Datacron? 160% defense. I guess that answers that. Wow. Okay. 160% defense. Making things a little more challenging for us. Well, then it begs the question, can we really... I still think we can clean this up with troopers. I'm glad I didn't just use the troopers on that team up top earlier. Well. Yeah, I think I'd rather use the troopers on this cleanup than use them against the Mara Jade team. I think we have other things we can use against Mara Jade. But we need something with enough damage to take down Jabba when he's got a ridiculous amount of defense on him. It's weird seeing Talzin not coming back every other turn because of the Rancor. Yeah, the Rancor killed with the area effect damage, not with the insta-kill, but it still counts as the character getting killed on that move, so she doesn't get to come back. Yeah, it's permadeath for Talzin right there. Just by circumstances. Nick says, hey. What's up, Nick? How's things? All right, let's use the troopers and try to clean this up. I have to admit I'm a little bit concerned with that ridiculous amount of defense. Whenever I click this team, I kid you not, guys, like every single time when I select this team, I look at it and I think to myself, I've really got to put that Dark Trooper at Relic 8. He's needed to become Relic 8 for a ridiculous amount of time. This Datacron has 128% armor penetration. So we're going to take a look at the other Datacrons that we've got, but maybe the answer to a whole bunch of damage or defense is just to get the armor penetration going. Let's see what else we've got here. 48% armor penetration. It's got some offense, crit damage. I don't think that's enough crit damage and offense. This one's got crit chance with high armor penetration, but it's not a bulky cron. Armor pen. Yeah, I think that's the best. And we're using this Special Forces TIE Datacron for the SLKR team, so we don't need this SLKR cron for the First Order team. We can just use it for its stats. So tons of armor penetration. That's pretty much all it's given us is the 15% and a bunch of armor pen. Old Ben Romock says, hey, Dale, good to catch you live. Hey, Ben. For all those guys hanging out here who haven't hit the like button, if you could do that, please. We all know that troopers are powered by likes, so the more likes that we give them, the higher chance we have to get success here. All right, let's get speed down right away. All right, here we go. And we'll just start dropping the damage on him. And as expected, the damage doesn't look very impressive. Okay. There's the crits. Like 10,000 on Dark Trooper crits. That is low compared to what we normally want to see. Come on. We are tickling this guy. All right. I think we actually may need to go full auto on this because it may take us a while. And we may not even get this. That armor may be too much for our troopers to handle. Even with the extra armor penetration, this is not looking fantastic at the moment. Whenever he gets that protection back, that is so much protection. Dark Trooper's down to 2 stacks. He'll go back to 3 stacks. But yeah, we are not getting this done. It doesn't look like. I think if we had Gideon in here instead of Piet, and we could do armor shreds, that might be the key to it. So we're going to have to look for a team that can do enough damage and also has some armor shreds on it. Yeah, that's going to be it for this. Now that we've lost Veers, we're pretty much going to be done. If we lose... yeah. There's nothing for it now. Okay. Let's look at how he's got his Jabba modded. Just straight health, some tenacity, tons of health. So he's just a big boy. Okay, what do we have that we could try to shred up his armor? What do we have for Phoenix? I don't know that I could just throw Phoenix in here with no Rex. With Rex, we might be able to build up enough damage to kill him. But without Rex, don't like my chances. Bounty Hunters, we could probably do something with Fennec. You get the contract with Fennec and just armor shred and try to throw down enough damage to kill him. Who's the best third in here? If we're getting rid of Bosk and Fennec in the same team, though, that's a pretty big commitment. It means that we can't use our insta-kill Mando somewhere else very easily anyway. Grief could be good. Just go all in with Grief. We got tons of armor shreds with Fennec, right? So eventually Fennec gets to the point where she's removed his armor. The insta-kill will kill Bosk when it goes off. I don't know, guys. This is tough. Bubba with his rocket, probably. Mag says, my opponent had Leia on defense with the bug tank DC, and it also had 350% defense on it. Bane couldn't clear her, and just couldn't get past the Queen crew with the POW DC taking the L today. Well, if somebody has that good of datacrons and, you know, has everything they want, then sometimes you just gotta accept that. So there's two things I could do here. I can just accept that I'm gonna have to kill this thing with a Galactic Legend, or I can actually try to make this work. Grief has the assist, so once we get the armor shredded, we need as many assists as we can to try to get the Fennec over there just over and over again. We don't want armor penetration with this squad. We're going to just look for like offense and stuff. We could use something like this that has mixed a little bit of everything. And then if we do have to end up using the Mando, we'll have to use him with a or a Sing team of some kind. Man, there's got to be something better than Bosk. But I need a tank. I need to know that Fennec is not going to die if he manages to get to an ult. And I feel like I need the healing from Grief Karga because those bombs do some damage. But with the recovery from... So we'll get the contract quickly, and with the recovery from Bosk, we'll just have to trust that that's enough. And we'll take in Boba for more damage. Or Greedo. How are my mods on Greedo? Let's take a look at Greedo mods. They're mediocre. But Greedo can put out some decent damage. Use MM. This guy's got tons of health and 160% defense. So if I was to use Mon Mothma, I would have to figure out some way to get armor shreds. Is Sabine a rebel fighter? I don't feel like she's a rebel fighter, is she? Is there anybody in here that has armor shreds? Yeah, that's the issue. I don't have Kyle Katarn built, and I don't think any of these characters have armor shred. And I really feel like I need to reduce his armor to have a chance to kill him. I'm going to try this bounty hunter team. We're going to give it a go, and if we can't clear it, then we'll just use a Galactic Legend to be done with it. Alright. So we'll use Taunt. And we'll just try for a bunch of basics. Alright. More armor shred. Single dodge. That's all it takes. Try to get taunt again. Got the contract ready, so that's good. I was going to put this on auto. I don't really think there's much for me to do on skill picking here. And then we just got to rely on the contract to try to get enough stuff to recovery against the bombs. Okay, Greedo's going. Nice. Oop, Greedo almost died. Fennec did die. We got some armor shreds, but couldn't keep Fennec alive. Yeah, alright. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. It's enough damage to kill me with the Bosk contract active. That's insanity. All right. I think I may have to use SLKR there because I don't know what else we can do. Yeah, I think we end up using SLKR because if I take another GL, like let's say I take JML, there's a possibility that JML will not have enough damage to finish the job, as sad as that may be. Defense, crit damage, special damage. This is kind of overkill, but it's a good Datacron anyway. But I really don't like these Tuskans. And I'm not comfortable trying to use a bounty hunter team here, so we'll gas it up. We'll get this done. We'll try to go clean up that Queen Amidala team. Give ourselves an idea of what we're up against here. The summon, if we take the summon out first. I'm trying to remember. If it's the summon. Okay. So now we got to see if the summon is going to summon another one. Or not. Or if it's only the original. Okay, so the original one doesn't come back. The summon does come back. Okay. So now we just got to work our way through the land of a million stuns and whatnot. Okay. One down from area effect. And is he coming back again? It looks like the summon is not coming back again. Interesting. We killed him a couple times and then he just doesn't come back anymore. I think we've seen that before where it works kind of funny, but we get what we want in the end. All right, Jedi. Let's try a good Jedi team. What other Jedi can we put in here? Because we don't want to have to use assists, right? We want to... The assists are just going to trigger Padme's protection. Well, we might have to use Hermit Yoda just to give Luke more damage. So we can pass to him. That's not an assist. He can attack. Whenever Yoda applies the training to somebody, that's going to be a... We're just not going to be able to get around that. That's fine. Okay, let's see what we want to use for a Datacron. Let's see if we've got a light side bulky cron anywhere. That's too good. 50 RT we don't really have. This we don't really have. Special damage, defense, health. This just makes us very durable. That might not be bad. We don't get anything for it though. Dark side allies, tank allies. Just nothing. Well. Do we have old Ben? So we could try this. That gives us a tank that we can use with the tank crown. I don't think we need tank though. Oh man, I don't think we've got a crown that we want for this. Support allies grant a buff. That ally gains 10% turn meter. That's pretty much it. And then we're down into the lower level datacrons. Dark side health, we can't use this one. Alright, I guess we're stuck with this defense cron. And let's try this. And again, I may or may not get the win on this battle. But I need to experiment with it and understand, you know, exactly what I can and can't do here. So we'll get Luke improved. And then we get stealth. Okay, the battle that I fought before, she did not get stealth off that first summon of the decoy. So that's different. Okay. That was Savior popped already. That does not bode well for us. Let's cleanse off some of these debuffs. We'll just take a basic here. Get some foresight. And she's already cleansed off the mark. The marky mark. Yeah, not fantastic. This is not going well for us so far. Let's see if we can get Kenobi out. Maybe we'll try a little bit different tactic here. Oh, Revan's going down. All right, let's try to stop the damage for a second. And let's try over here. And he's provoked. And now we can get this on Revan too. Just trying to recover some health and protection. See if we can keep Revan alive. Now they go into stealth. Yeah, we got nothing here, y'all. This so what's really shocking to me, honestly, I did not think that this team with Padme and Kenobi was going to put out that much damage. This team is hitting hard, and that is not what I expected. Not what I expected. Yeah. Interesting. I let it go because maybe it's better to have their skills down. Probably got to clean these both up with a Galactic Legend now. Yeah, we'll need a GL here. And we'll need a GL up top. Impressive. Most impressive. So, all right, let's take a look. That means Darth Bane has to work up top against Leia. Or we could try Bane against... We could try Bane here. I know that Bane works against some Amidala teams. I think we Bane Leia. Maybe bring JMK. But that means we have to be able to do Rey with SLKR, which is sometimes dicey. That's where we're at. And then we still got a third sister crown to deal with. Yikes. This GAC is going from bad to worse in a hurry. All right. Is it true that we've used up like 3 teams now and haven't even gotten a win? We got 1 win against the Tuskans. Yeah, we threw a lot away against Jabba. Weren't successful against Amidala. We've still got the Keller and Beck team to deal with. I think I'm committed to going through bottom, so let's get the bottom done. Let's use SLKR here just because I honestly, guys, I don't know. With as much armor and protection recovery as this Jabba has, it may be that even a JML team might not have enough damage to win. With SLKR, we can be pretty confident that we're going to ramp up into enough damage to take him out no matter what. Gas can also work against the non-Iden, the non-ideal Queen Amidala. Gas can work against the non-ideal Queen Amidala. Okay, let's just ramp up this SLKR. Okay, fine. We'll just, you know, do the normal thing. We'll just keep stabbing, squeezing, and sweeping until we're where we want to be. That's a reference to fire extinguisher training. Pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. That's how you use a fire extinguisher. So, this to me is a stab. And the big one's a sweep. And the basic ability could be called a squeeze, and then we're done with it, right? We got stab, squeeze, and sweep. All right. This Keller and Beck team. Now, we've had success with our Rogue One team against the Qui-Gon version of this. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't have success against the Keller and Beck version of this. In fact, I think we've already used this successfully. This Datacron's pretty mediocre. We'll put it in. I don't have a bulky cron to use that I want to use here, so we'll try this. See if we can snipe out some Jedi. All right, give me your turn meter, buddy. Hey, we got it all. We got the turn meter and also the stun. That feels pretty good. Okay, let's do the area effect. And try again. Well, we got the stun, but not the turn meter steal. Oh, no. We lost Cassian. Who would have thought that that would happen? Hey, he's back. And he's bigger and better than ever. Well, maybe he's the exact same size he used to be, but still, sounded fun to say. Okay, Anakin, give me your turn meter, buddy. All right. We'll work on Ahsoka here. Hey, get off my radish. That radish is not for you to eat. Okay. This is unusual. Radis is missing most of his life, and Jyn Erso is fine. We'll just do a basic here. We need to get the foresight off of him before we do our big ability. Yeah, let's go for the stun. Okay, no foresights, please. Oh, come on. He definitely... Oh, come on with the foresights. Can't get this ult off because he just keeps putting foresight up. Alright, let's see if we get a... steal his turn meter at least. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I don't care. At this point, we gotta get in here and get it done. We gotta get the thing done. Get the foresight off. Get the exposes popped. Alright, fine. 57 banners. That wasn't pretty. That was way too much foresighting. Okay, what to use here? Sith Eternal. If we try to use Sith Eternal here, is it true? Is it true that if we use Sith Eternal here... I'm looking at Wampa, guys. I'm looking at Wampa. I feel like there's tenacity down somewhere in Queen Amidala's kit, though. Right? Stun him, which can't be copied or dispelled, but it can be resisted. Her potency isn't that good. 87%. It's not bad. Never mind. All right. I don't think we can do Wampa. There's tenacity down somewhere in this kit, right? It's got everything else. Physical accuracy up. Defense penetration, heal over time. Vulnerable. Ascension gun. 50% turn meter, it can't be resisted. Tenacity up. Yeah, Wampa's probably not going to get the job done. Probably not. Boy, I hate having to use JMK here, but I feel like Kenobi is it. This is a huge win for him. That I have to use my Kenobi against this team. And I think what I'll do, I'll reset Cat. I will wait for my ult. And then I'll use the ult, and then I'll kill the queen. Or do I need to kill Padme? If I kill the queen, then when we come back in, I can't imagine that this doesn't work. But if something happened where it doesn't work, once queen's gone, it can't be that hard to clean up a Padme and a... So yeah, I think the auto kill has to go on the queen. All right. So we will target Padme and hit her. Tenacity down. So I don't know where in the kit this is. I didn't see it. But we got smacked with tenacity down almost instantly. Alright, we'll reset cat now. We don't have to wait for the alt because we've got this datacron that lets us ignore things. I was staring at it because I've walked into the stupid insta-kill immunity thing one too many times. We're not going to do the alt on this turn. We're going to do basic here. And we're going to try to kill Padme if we can. Okay. We didn't get there. She's got protection up now somehow. So we'll just do normal stuff. I understand she's going to recover a little bit. We'll get the critical hit immunity, so I don't know. I'm not going to be able to kill her very easily. There we go. Alright. Managed to get an armor shred on her, I guess, and get the protection. The protection down thing on her. Okay. Alright. That worked. I was pretty sure it would. It should have to. If that team beats Galactic Legends, that's scary. What do you guys think about CLS here? CLS with the droids. Seems like that should work. We need enough damage to get through, right? So feels like this probably has enough damage. Question mark. Rex has so much recovery. He recovers a lot. Maybe this isn't enough. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe we need even more in terms of recovery. What about Enfys Nest? Are there enough buffs coming and going? Do we ever get enough damage on Nest that we can make this work? Maybe not. Maybe we just never get enough damage. JQ says, see, Queen Amidala is a JMK trap. JQ said Queen Amidala is used mostly as a JMK lightning rod. If the decoy is already out and Queen Amidala does that ability, she gains stealth instead of summoning the decoy. My Leia had the bug tank crown and my rival killed her first. I'm just waiting to see if they make more attacks. What is the bug tank crown? Which one exactly is bugged? The other thing we could do here is Sith. This might be a better team to use against, like, the Mara Jade team or something. I don't know. Let's healing immunity would be nice, but without being able to lock the healing immunity, Rex is just gonna remove it. So this team is actually, I kind of looked at it at first and went, no big deal, but now I'm thinking it might be more of a problem than I originally gave it credit for. Let's use the Sith. I don't know. We'll use the Sith, and Treya says, go ahead and assist and you kill yourself, and it's at least a thing we can do, right? I can't really afford to drop more battles on the way to the back wall. Although this worked against the Third Sister team when we did it last time, I think we gotta save this for the third sister up top. Yeah, probably gotta save this. Alright, let's just take an inventory here, what we could use. I feel like we might just have to use Wampa or Enfys Nest here and try that. You know, we can try it. Grievous, I don't think has enough damage. Mon Mothma's not going to get there. They don't have a daze. Oh, Rex does have a daze. And tenacity down. Oh, good lord. Yeah, that middle skill means that I can't use Nest. You know what we could try? Let's try something crazy. Try something crazy. Just for the fun of it, what if we did this? What if we did this team? Because then we could just line it up with Maul and, you know, kill him, kill her, and then just come in on Rex and try to get him down all at once with 5 hits. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get a cheap win here. The Datacron, when falls below 100% health, regain 100% health and protection. The level 6 one that recovers protection. In Squad Arena, okay, get back and read the rest of that here in a second. So we'll get our instances up. Okay, so now Kanan should be killable with our Maul, right? Let's put fire on everybody. Or nobody. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll just start recovering our stacks. Rocket to the face? Incredibly ineffective. Okay. Sure thing, Rex. Now we got 5 stacks. Let's go. Angry, 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 angry. I love it. Guys, pushing that button over and over and over and over and over again is super satisfying. It's one of the mechanics in the game that I find I really enjoy. Just whacking that button and just having everybody attack and just like going in again and again and again. It feels good. It's a feel-good mechanic. Here we've got the Iden. We can Wampa this. I don't think there's much to stop us from Wampa-ing it. There is some crazy circumstance. No, there isn't. Never mind. I was going to say where maybe we could use it to clean up Rey, but with Ben in the same team, we're never going to clean Rey up that way. Okay. So if Leia has the defense cron. Okay. So the Datacron, where a tank falls below 100% in health, they regain 100% protection. It's only supposed to recover 100% the first time protection goes to 0, but it actually does it every time. Leia with it is basically unkillable without SLKR. What team do people automatically SLKR? Jabba? Okay, guys, I'm going to take that's just a small interlude here to make sure that I understand the words that are coming out of your mouths. Or coming out of your fingers, I guess, because actually you're typing. So let's take a quick peek at my Datacrons. Okay, so I've got this. First time Stormtrooper Han goes below 100% health, he recovers 100% health and protection and gains 100% turn meter. So I have that, and I have the level 6 ability with allies 50% more turn meter, they reduce damage. So you're telling me if I put this datacron and I have Han available and usable for Leia, that this becomes absolutely ridiculous. That's what you're telling me. I don't need a different level 6 on this. This is just a ton of health and defense. A little bit of special damage in here, but we could re-roll those if we had to. No, it's the level 6. It's nothing to do with the Han Kron. Okay. So tank level 6. At the start of their turn, tanks gain 20% of their max health as max protection. First time they lose all their protection, they recover 100% and gain 50% max protection. So it's that one. Okay. So you need that level 6. And then this, you would actually want a different, but you don't want, oh man. If we did get that for Han. The other one is whenever he gains taunt, allies gain protection up. Well, he's taunting, he has 100% counter chance and defense and is immune to critical hits. Allies have 50% offense. Well, Storm Han's health is above 50%. So we would somehow have to re-roll to the other Storm Han. And there's no guarantee that we would ever re-roll Storm Han, right? Because if we re-roll this, we re-roll it among every tank character. But I currently have no tank for my Leia team. I don't have a tank. I'm tankless. It's a tankless job. Okay. Keep that. Reroll again. Okay. That's grit. We don't want that. Reroll it again. Reroll it again. Okay. How expensive is this reroll getting now? You gotta be kidding me. We'll do one more and then that's gonna be it. Wow. Can't get that one for the life of me. That one. Oh, it's just for Leia. Oh, okay. Okay. So you don't have to have another tank in the team. It's for Leia herself because she is a tank. Oh, man, Loquitur, come on. Stick with it. We're still at only 40 pieces, 125K. I can't get it though, guys. I can't get it. It will not give me that stat. Look at this. This is crazy. It will not give me that stat. I'm going to run out of reroll. Okay, there we go. This is it, right? First time they lose all their protection. Confirmed. Only needed what was that, like 12 rerolls to get it? Okay. All right. So we can do that. Okay. So now we go to Grand Arena. Edit defense. And they'll probably fix this Datacron. They'll fix it. But, you know, if it's going to be busted for a little while, let's use it. I won't use mechanics in the game that are not working and intended, as intended, that I feel like are cheating. But this is, I mean, there's no cheating to this. There's no, like, hack or workaround or anything. It's just that their programming isn't working as intended. So taking advantage of that isn't really unethical. Let's re-roll that real quick one last time, because if we're going to have all that, it wouldn't be bad to have at least a light side mechanic on this lowest level. Let's at least have a light side mechanic, right? Recover 2% health when they critically hit. That's bad. Is there something here that we really, really want? When inflict a debuff, damage to 2% max health. 25% chance to dispel all debuffs on themselves would be nice. Crit chance stacking isn't really important. Basic ability, they crit chance up, critical damage up, offense up for 2 turns. That would be good too. There's a couple that are much better than the one we've got. We'll do one more reroll, and then we're done with this Datacron dark side stuff. We'll just keep what we've got. Fine. All right, let's do a fleet arena battle real quick here, because we're in the middle of our fleet payout time. If I can win one battle, we'll be in the top 5. And then I don't have to worry about it. Let's see if we can get one here. And we'll do the same thing over on the Lex Talionis account. Take a brief interlude for some Fleet Arena, and then get back to our regularly scheduled GAC. I appreciate you guys talking to me about this stuff, and, you know, for other viewers who might be watching, I hope that you know, seeing this stuff in action and working it out helps you guys too. So basically, you have to have SLKR for that. So then you're better off changing your defense as well. Right? Okay, we're gonna have to make a defensive shift on our GAC setup here in a second. All right, still got breach on, so we can't get rid of the taunt on Bosk. We'll use that to cleanse the breach here and hope to get an assist. We didn't get it. But at least we're unbreached now, and we can hopefully get around the taunt finally. Get rid of this guy before he gets his cooldowns on his Sonic Bomb. Sonic Boom. Anybody here a fan of Street Fighter? Played a lot of Street Fighter back in the early 90s. Back when I was... yeah. Dating myself now. I played all those games back in the day. I played Street Fighter, I played Mortal Kombat. There was another game, I can't remember the name of it, but I thought the characters in that game were really cool. Had Kibagami Genjiro in it. it was very flavorful with like Japanese lore. It was cool. I like that game. Can't remember the name of it though, but that was like 30 years ago, guys, so you know, got a lot older since then. Nice re-rolls. JQ says snake eyes. I jumped from one to the other, not kept the one. Crit chance is the only light side one that's good. SLKR or Reva. If they don't fix it for 5v5, Leia plus 2 tanks will be crazy. JQ says Squad Arena showed it to me. Yeah, oh man, in 5s, if that's still true in 5s and you have like you said, like either Old Ben, Baze, Stormtrooper Han, a combination of a couple tanks with Leia. Oof. Could be rough. All right, I'm ranked 12 over here, huh? Gotta check out Dr. Noob and see what the speed is on this. 182, we can't fight Dr. Noob. Run away, we can't repel firepower of that magnitude. Who's in the number 9 slot? We just have to avoid, there's one guy that we have to avoid here. 184, come on guys, Relic 7 Xanadu Blood. I said that in my stream the other day that the way to stop the early profundities was to over relic your Xanadu Bloods. And like I showed up the next day and everybody had Relic 6 and 7. Not everybody, but a couple people did. 181. My speed on my ship is 181, right? Did I get it to 182 or 181? 182. Okay, so I can fight. I can fight here and then hope that a couple places up is easier. I call Boba's bomb the fum based on the sound that it makes. It is a pretty awesome sound. I thought that the scene that they did in Mandalorian where it shows him like flying up into the clouds and then dropping that seismic charge behind him, I thought that scene was really well done. It looked cool, it sounded cool. It's everything you could have wanted from Slave One dropping the bomb. Of course, the original was good too. I mean, don't. I'm not saying the original wasn't good. I'm just saying when they reprised it in Mandalorian, also liked that. Let's just do an area effect here, try to get some damage on these other guys. Okay, now we should be able to get rid of this taunt. Get back on the Slave One. And get the shreds in. Oh, get healed. They've got the contract up. Their capital ship got to go in between my first 2 turns because my Millennium Falcon is still... It's 6 stars now, but we've still got a 6-star Millennium Falcon and a 4-star capital ship. So we got some gaps in our coverage, so to speak. Okay, all right. 94% on the alt. We didn't make it. They don't have their locked breach and target lock. So usually they don't get to the alt before they get to that state. So we should be good. We should. Okay, now we're locked. So the next time their capital ship goes, they would have their ult. But we're not going to let them get there. And then this is just auto, and we go back to the GAC on Loquitur. Let's go. Enter. Okay, let's see if we can pick through Mottimus's front line here. If we get stopped much on his front line, then we're just going to go in, clear the back zone, and call it a GAC. Grab some Sith. We don't have the best of Sith to put with him, so we'll do what we can. And then, what do we got? 15% armor penetration. We'll take this because it's got a lot of armor penetration, I think. This one's got even more armor penetration. Crit chance, crit avoidance. This is a bulky cron, though. That extra armor penetration is appealing. I think I like that better. I just want to do the damage. I would love to kill Drogon first, but my experience with this is I usually have to kill R2 first and then deal with the stupid stealth from Drogon for like the next 3 weeks. Okay. If we can kill either one, who do we kill? I think we kill R2. He just does so stinking much damage in this team. It's crazy. How about we kill nobody? How would that be? Kill 0 people. Okay, there's the fire. Damage immunity on him. Okay. Alright. Now we're just duking it out with Leia here. Okay. Dispel all debuffs on all enemies twice. Alright. Bane. Needs a sign on Bane. Good since, good since 1864. Some product like that advertises. Bane needs something that says like good since inception. Good from the day he was born. Still good after losing my datacron. Alright, we could do this. Take a bulky crown here. Sure, let's go. What? Nothing, right? We just... Okay. Do we link Jedi Training Ray and Ben? Or do we link... Do we link the Galactic Legend Ray? We got to get rid of them both, right? Because of the stupid healing immunities. So this battle is simply that. It's exactly, pray for bad timing on the healing immunity. The timing that kills us is when she does the ult. And right after the ult, we get the healing immunity put back onto us. That's the sequence of events that always seems to be the death of my Sith Eternal. Because then by the second time she gets into the ult, I haven't had time to heal up. So the second ult kills me. That's the sequence. Okay. First of many whirlwinds. So here's the ult. Here's the problem moment where they come in right here. That's it. That is it. That's the timing right there, y'all. I lose. I hate this. Come on, Sith Eternal. Be good enough. Just this one time. Be good enough. All right. Let's redo the link to make more turns pass. We can kill Jedi Training Ray here. But I really need to get them both. Not the whirlwind, not the whirlwind. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta heal up. Otherwise, we're just dead. Okay. Now we gotta relink. And the healing immunity is still on. Oh my God, so much. So good. Oh man. So frustrating. That one debuff. That one stupid debuff. If we didn't have that healing immunity to contend with, that would be... I would win it every time with Sith Eternal. Or, the other thing that I could do... I could bring my fifth sister as the tank for that team with her Datacron, at least until that goes away. And she would last a lot longer, right? So she would hold out against that team and get resurrected once. And maybe that would be enough time that second damage immunity wouldn't go on Sith Eternal. I survived the second ult that time, though. I survived the second ult. Or maybe there's some crazy thing where I put in Death Trooper. Or some character that interferes with cooldowns. And just put that, you know, one more cooldown away. You need to get Starkiller? I know. The problem with getting Starkiller is that I also need to get Cal Kestis. I need to get Queen Amidala's team up and running. I need to get... That's the problem with Starkiller. I'm 3 relics away from Starkiller. 4 relics away from Starkiller. And there's just too much other stuff that I have to do. I just can't ever get back around to it. Same thing with Darth Revan. I can't ever get back to him because without spending a lot of money, I can only, you know, try to push forward and keep up with the stuff that's coming out. Okay. Let's try Sith again here. And again, if this works or doesn't work, either way, it's practice for making this work. And it did okay. You know. So let's give it a try again. Datacrons are a stress I don't need to use to be great. Okay, let's get in here and go. See if we can get this team reduced to ashes. Come on, Savage, you can do it. We're going to need 2 insta-kills, though, right? You know what? We're going to isolate her first. Still have to deal with this tank, but either way, I'm okay with it. Still 3 to go, so we'll, oh wow, look at that. We got everybody. Got lots of cooldowns. So we should be good to go to kill this Ninth Sister. Yeet. Alright, she ain't coming back. Oh, I could have executed him. I could have done it. I can do it now. Yeah. Alright, and then we're just building up toward the next one. Isolate's pretty nice, I hear. Okay. We might actually just kill her manually. Don't need to re-isolate. So, oh, you know what? We could have. We could have re-isolated simply to reset the cooldown on Nihilus. Okay, now we need to try to get through this team cheap. What team do we have that gets through this team? We need Wampa on the back wall for Iden. She has tenacity down, so we can't use Nest. So what do we even have that works here? We've got Grievous. I don't think he does enough damage to get through this, because they're going to debuff and take a million turns on me. We've got CLS. CLS would have to work here. I feel like we're running out of options pretty quickly. Let's take a look at this. Crit damage, special damage, physical damage. So we'll just take that in for the extra damage. I think we go after Palpatine first. As odd as that sounds. Because the assists with his shock are going to be a problem for this team. So, oddly enough, I think we want to kill him first. Okay. Blind. Okay. All right. What do we got here? Let's get some confusion. I don't really need to recover, but I'll go ahead and just take the extra turns. He's stuck behind a daze right now. Okay. It's working. The old CLS team's working. And everybody's dazed, so we're just waiting for that to not be the case. We can take an assist from him, I guess. All right. Wow. Good enough damage to get it done. Okay. Zori. Oh, what do we have for Zori? We are out of teams that are good enough to do stuff. That Zori team may actually be the end of us. Because I don't know what else we have left to beat a Zori team. It is a holdo on the Zori team. Slightly less damage than it could be, I suppose. Whenever they use a special ability, they gain turn meter. Alright, fine. This seems to have a bunch of mechanics that work. Has a ton of physical damage, which doesn't help Grievous at all. But maybe it'll help with the area effects from the other two droids. And the counterattacks are going to kill us. But what are you going to do? We don't want to do the area effect because we don't want all the counterattacks right now. Okay, let's try to get rid of some buffs. Do the area effect now. Let's recover him. Get a couple hits in on Zori. Take her stealth away again if I can. Doesn't look like I can though, huh? Roll on in, get a stun. We're about to lose our B1, which is gonna make me sad. So we'll just keep area affecting, hoping to get Zori out of here. Alright, Zoriatic Bliss. We got it, guys. They did not have enough damages. Grievous is ramping up pretty well by now, too. He's taking quite a few turns. He's eating the other droids for breakfast. Pumping up his volume here. Oh. He gets rid of B1. He says, had enough of you. Your assistance is no longer required. And now we get the B2 gets to die and come back as well, right? Hey, he came back. He still wants to fight. Thank you, that Datacron. Alright. So we got through a Zori team with a Grievous team. Now we can try to beat this with a JML team, but I used up some of my best Jedi trying to get through that Padme. So what we've got here is less good Jedi. I think we use Bastila and Snips. And I think we'll use the vacuum Datacron. Oh, we already used it. We already used it. 30% protection on the Nest Cron. Oh, wow. We forgot to use the Nihilist Cron on the Nihilist team. We picked a different Cron. Whoops. Starkiller with the attacker, 10% defense penetration, stacking, and true damage on a turn on attacks. Are you doing separate roster review streams, or don't you do roster reviews at all? I'd be grateful if you could look at my account. Put your numbers up, Momi. We'll take a look. We'll take a look. I use Maul, Bando, and Django, but you already used him. I also don't have time to get back to Starkiller. I don't think that the $50 Lightspeed bundle was worth it the first time. I was wrong. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I overlooked the Sith Cron when I was playing the Sith. That's just weird. Chance to dispel debuffs on myself. Dark side, that's armor penetration. Doesn't have any protection on it. This has a tiny bit of protection. Bunch of defense. I'm actually going to just take that. All right. So we just got to go back and forth until we get this timing window. She's already yellow. Okay. That seems good. Question mark? Okay. Big hit. big-ish. Oh, he's got damage immunity on. We'll take her down lower, I guess. Okay, we can do this. It's locked. Damage immunity is locked. I can't get rid of it. Never mind. Okay. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Ah, come on. All right. All right, all right, all right. People saying Ray is no good. Look at that Ray. Look at that Ray. All right, we got ships unlocked. We got, oh, panic, 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 panic. We got one more attempt on, oh, we're not going to get it done. We're not going to get it done. Even if we go on Lex, we can only see number 6. All right, well, I guess I'll have to take top 10 fleet placement today and just live with that. Let's do ships. Let's do ships. What do we got here? We got a Chimera. We've got First Order. And then we've got the Resistance fleet. Which one am I most afraid of? Am I most afraid of the Chimera fleet? I think I might actually be most afraid of the Chimera fleet. Then we could try our own Chimera fleet against the First Order. And we could do our own First Order against this. So I think we take Profundity against his Chimera fleet. As strange as that may seem, because if his reinforcements came in as, you know, the TIE Interceptor, the TIE Defender, assuming that he has the TIE Interceptor in reinforcements here, some of my other fleets might be in trouble with that. I don't know. I don't know if it had like the if it had the Scythens starting lineup, I'd probably be more afraid of it. I don't know. Still, let's take the Profundity in here. So when you say the $50 Lightspeed bundle, Ben, the bundle to get the Mandalorian stuff unlocked. Did they ever have a bundle that was Kyle Katarn and those characters? I don't remember seeing a bundle like that. I feel like if there had been a bundle with Kyle and Talon, then I would have bought it. Was there a Lightspeed bundle and I just missed it or didn't think about it? Or are you talking about the one that gives you Relic 5s for Cara Dune and all that, or was there another one? The fire is bad for my rebels, but should be fine. And it also appears that he didn't have the instant reinforcement going on his ship, which is interesting. Okay, what are we going to do here? Let's just... Oh, never mind. I was going to say let's do the spin move, but with the flames still on us that turn, that wasn't great. We got to get this thing dead before it puts fire on us again. It won't on this next turn, but I believe the turn after that it will be back up. So we should be good here, but if it gets to take another turn, I believe we're in trouble. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Come on now. Get the shuttle out of here, I guess. Slow roll the whole thing. That tank was uber tanky. Dang. It was in the first wave of bundles. There was a bundle for Starkiller in the first round, but it was 50, and a lot didn't touch it. Yeah, no. Now that you're talking about it, I think I remember that, like way back at the start, along with the First Order and Resistance stuff. Yeah, yeah. Now that you say that, I think I was in the exact same place where I was like, I can get a Galactic Legend for $15. Why would I spend $50 for Starkiller? Yeah, I think now that you're saying that, I think I remember that. So we can use Chimera here. I feel like the Chimera fleet gets tore apart by the Raddus fleet, right? So I don't want to use the Chimera there. So we'll use this here. We'll check out that reinforcement. We'll keep this one. I don't know that we'd ever need a third reinforcement, but yeah, I don't see that happening. Okay, let's get in here. I wonder if I should have used the Executrix version of this to get the extra little TIE fighters at the start. Let's get rid of... Oh, we didn't get rid of it. Never mind. TIE Defender. I don't feel the need to stun. Kill the shuttle. Don't be subtle. Kill the shuttle. We don't want to attack them because we don't want to get the silencer all riled up. We'll go in the tank now. Okay. Well, let's do the stun because once we start damaging the silencer, I don't want to have to deal with it. But the damage with those extra stacks of nastiness. Wow. That felt way too easy. Felt way too easy. All right, let's take the finalizer in here. We'll chuck a Dorito. We'll grab a Plo. We'll try to plow some stuff up. All right, get in there. All right, Momi's ally code's in there. So once we're done with this GAC, we'll take a look at Momi, and then we'll switch over to the Lex Talionis, which I think is going to be an incredibly short GAC. I think Lex's matchup is pretty hopeless. Okay. Now, we've proven before that if we remove the buffs here, that it's pretty awful. So we're not going to do that. We'll just take a basic. Just take a basic. We won't be in too big of a hurry. Okay, he did the spin move. So now we're going to remove. Try to get a big hit. When we can crit. We're going to bring this in. And we're going to pump turn meter. And we're going to try to get... Yeah. I wanted to try to get to the Ray's Falcon before he can come up, but doesn't look like that's going to happen, eh? Come on. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Couldn't get to it. Just could not get to it. If I can get this dead, it means that the comeuppance is stuck in the starting lineup. Yeah, we're not that lucky. Wow, okay. So now we have to do comeuppance versus comeuppance in a battle where my capital ship is worse, and he has turn meter. I want that tank almost dead so that I can just kill it. So that part was intentional. And if we just use this fleet like this, we potentially still have a cleanup. It'll mess with the cooldowns too because Rey just used the area effect, so maybe that'll mess with when she can use it on this round. This thing was on 0 life. It had no life. How did it get healed up for half of its life? Okay. Oh boy. Remove turn meter, inflict sweet spot. This is the call everybody to assist. Come on now. Big hits. Get this tank out of here. Here's the comeuppance. Here's our own comeuppance. Take that out. Everything has deflection. Really? Really? Deflection on every... or foresight. I saw foresight on like Rey, but I didn't think everybody had it. Spin move. Just trying to get Rey out of here. Come on now, survive, live, live, live. Need to kill this Rey's Falcon. And then we got chances to come clean this up with something else, I guess. He'll get to his ult before I get to my ult. Either way, I'm satisfied. Oh. Huh? How did I get to my ult first? I'm trying to think this through because he must have had the ult on his capital ship and chose not to use it? Because I left him with cooldowns up, right? We left him with cooldowns up. So he should have been in a position... I don't understand that. He should have been in a position where he definitely would have had his ult before me. Don't know. Don't understand what just happened there entirely. But we're going to bring in basically every good ship we've got left. And see if we can clean this up. They have no capital ship, so I feel like this goes well for us. But you never know. Voxen says I'd be interested what you say about my 12 million account. If you want a review. Okay, so you know, one shot and wedge, that seems in the cards. Pretty normal. With no capital ship, just go ahead and kill my ship in one hit. All right, this should get me 2 reinforcements in a row. Resistance pilot is the damage. Come on. Are you serious? I get taunt on my tank and it's instantly gone. Okay. Feels like we've got this one in the bag. All right, there we go. All right. We're clearing. We're clearing. It's ugly, but we're clearing. Okay, okay, okay. I feel like my opponent is still going to play, right? Like they cleared that front zone. They're sitting there waiting, but I feel like they're still going to play. Let's put Wampa in against Iden. See if we got a Datacron that we can just throw on that has something. Dark side. Tank. Mechanics. Alright, we don't even care. We'll put this on. And I'll start setting up on another screen for an account review. Ally code goes here. 8464148999. Okay. Womp over here. We got the days we got to deal with, but we've seen before that the days with Wampa that's got enough damage and enough relic levels, the days is annoying, but it's not really a showstopper. It doesn't stop us from getting the job done. We still got tons of damage over times, and we can ramp up and pretty much kill these guys in one hit, just like you saw there. Or almost one hit. Do a Womp again, get some purple protection. Okay, ramp up. Oop, need to change targets, yo. Okay, and he's out. And she's soon to be out. Put it in auto. Okay, Momi, is your account named Lord Zane? Z-A-I-N. Is that you, Lord Zane? Night Sisters could be annoying. Ewoks could be annoying. Not too scared on the other teams. But we still need... Scraping the bottom of the barrel here, you know? What do we have for resistance that we could put in here? Try to make this team work. Stick Ray, Holdo, Rose Tico. We've got Zori. He's got Knee Rocket Boba. But that's not going to do much area effect damage. I don't know. Let's try with Zori. Let's see if we can. But if we're trying with Zori, then this team ain't it, right? We should do something like a Finn. Poe Zori? And then we just kind of put it on auto and let it go? Or does Fennec have enough damage that she kills everything? We're going to try it. Let's get a cheap win. I mean, we're low on teams on this back wall anyway. If this doesn't work, it doesn't really cost us anything. It's not a team that we were going to use somewhere else. See if the bomb is going to be enough to kill Zori. Oh, I was wrong. Knee rockets were enough. I honestly didn't think that would be enough damage. And without Zori, we go down pretty fast. I don't think giving them cooldowns is worth So, out we go. Got some kind of Jedi team left. We got Enfys Nest. Maybe Enfys Nest just gets one shot by these guys. Let's try a Mon Mothma team, see what kind of Rebel fighters we've got. Again, we'll just try to throw in some... whatever we've got left, right? We've got Biggs and Wedge. I think Biggs and Wedge together might actually be better than Cara Dune. All right, we'll just keep throwing stuff till something sticks. Momi says, yeah, that's him. What's the difference between purple and blue protection? Purple and blue protection. Blue protection. What's got blue protection? Blue. I'm at a loss for blue protection. I can't off the top of my head think of what that is. But typically the purple protection represents like something that you're getting protection up from a skill. So the purple typically means that it's protection on top of your normal protection that's coming from a skill. So like Enfys Nest, when she gets hit, she gains protection up, and that'll come in as purple colored protection. Well, he's good at killing Wedge. It doesn't look like we're going to get Wedge back to life. Mag says the blue bar is turn meter. Oh yeah, the blue bar itself is turn meter. Let's do bounty hunters here, and let's see if we can cobble together a team with this. We can use a Datacron of some kind. Sure. Tons of defense. I don't know how relevant that is. But this should kill Night Sisters. We can use the Mandalorian to make a Night Sister dead and keep them dead. So we will do that. I think we go after Talzin because our intention is just to get the contract and then kill Marin. That's the plan. Okay, let's try to heal up here, get rid of some plogs. Plague use. We got to be close on the contract now, right? Yep, contract is up. Marin's doing Marin things. And now Marin is... They have instant kill immunity. You know, they have instant kill immunity, guys. That's a thing nowadays with Night Sisters. Alright. We're still able to get it, though. Just with the manual killing of the sisters. Completely forgot about that. Alright, we got First Order here. We've done this before. I feel like we can do it again. Enfys Nest. Let's go. Get ramping. By blue protection, I mean the normal one. Ah, okay. Yeah, the other thing is, I think the reason they originally had to do it that way, it has to do with the fact that regular protection is limited. You can only have so much regular protection, but the purple protection is you can have as much of it as you can get. So that's why they had to separate it, because otherwise it would have been that... Oh! Oh! He just one-shotted my Enfys Nest. Okay, we one-shotted him back. We're like, take that, nerd. Okay, what do I have left for Empire? Is there a Mara Jade team somewhere in here that we can try to kill some Ewoks? Are we fast enough to kill these Ewoks? Or does he have like... Okay, 239 is not fast enough. I think we're faster than that. This team is pretty slow. My Vader mods have been... Oh, 291 on Nisa. I gotta get over 291. I don't know if I could even get over 291 with Vader. Come on. 250. And he'll get 5 times 8 is 40. 290. 290. He's one short. Okay, Mara Jade's 297. She'll actually go ahead of Nisa. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. Okay, never mind. Nisa has turn meter from somewhere. And they're just going to straight up kill my Palpatine before he even gets to go. Okay, try again. What do we got that can kill Ewoks? Other Ewoks? Our own Ewoks? Our non-Datacron Ewoks? Well, Phoenix. What do we have for Phoenix? Can we try to Phoenix this? Let's try it. He's our last Datacron. The clash of the annoying characters here. Wow. They're almost killing Harrison Dula just straight up. Alright. Chief Chirpa, I think, might be the easiest target. They just straight up killed Sabine. How is this Ewok team this good? I guess I'm just down to my characters that are that bad. Resistance. Put a tank in here. See if we can get any traction. No Zeta on my my Rey, so she could be getting a whole bunch of turns right here, but she's not. Okay. All those just dead instantly. Well, guys, it looks like I've run out of teams on an Ewok squad. I might mess around with some more. Is there anything else? Anything else? I mean, I've got a lot of other stuff, but it's just, it's all so much trash. So much trash. See if Jedi can get a word in edgewise. I gave them turn meter to burn their cooldown, so maybe they won't take 27 turns in a row anymore at the start. Nisa just soaked all those hits like nothing. Yoda gets one-shotted. Yoda just got one-shotted. by these guys. One hit. This is straight in and dead. Bonus attack, bonus attack, bonus attack. When did Ewoks get this good? Holy cow. When did Ewoks get this good? I tell you, my Ewoks aren't that good. Virtually the same team. Watch how fast my Ewoks get wrecked. Okay, Nisas are gonna throw rocks at each other. Is this everybody? All enemies? I don't want all enemies. Look at that. Insta-kill. I don't want to trigger all of her counterattacks on me. Let's see how long my Nisa can last. Not long at all. Dang. This Ewok team. Shockingly good. I'm so reluctant to give up. I feel like the team is just not that good, and like all I have to do is find any decent team to do some damage, and I'll be able to take these Ewoks down. It hasn't proven to be the case so far, but they can't be this good, right? Like, they can't be this good. Talia, Spirit. Okay. Well, we're just gonna try to. Man, I have such a hard time giving up on this because I feel like this team is definitely beatable. Like, we're gonna get it. Just got to watch out for triggering all of Nisa's counterattacks. Okay. Get rid of these buffs. Get the zombie back out there. Sure, why not? Got to attack here because of stealth. Stealth says so. Come on, get him. Okay. That's her gone for good, right? Okay. All right. This is frustrating. First order. Maybe we can just do enough damage somehow. Red Trooper's just instantly dead. Nisa throws 417 bombs at him. They clear Hux so they can get turn meter. And they're just like, you know what? All of your first order mechanics that you thought you had? LOL. Nope. These Ewoks are playing like they're a player. It's pretty impressive. Do we have anything at all? Anything at all? That Nisa. Come on. Get a turn. Do something. Now we're stunned. Now we're dead. I mean, it is incredible how much damage this team is putting out. I'm done messing with Ewoks, y'all. This is insane. We're making it worse. We're not even getting them closer to being dead. All right, goodbye. Let's go over to Lex Talionis and take a look at Momi. Lord Zane, stats, 4.3 million galactic power, 2 in ships, 2.2 in characters, Galactic War Battles 1, about a year old. Right at a year old with the account. Let's look at capital ships. Finalizer, Radis, Malevolence, Executrix, Chimera. Okay. All right. So if you know anything about my channel, my previous work, who I am, what I stand for, the fact that you are a year into your account building and you do not have either the Malevolence or the Executor or the Profundity, I'm sorry, means that I really can't recommend anything else for your account until you get one of those ships. If you look at your fleet arena placement, rank 41, we want to try to get that fleet arena placement in the top 10, maybe even in the top 5. And there are very few things in the game that are more important than that. When you go to fleet arena, you get crystals there. So opening up your mailbox and finding, where is it? Daily fleet arena rewards. And finding 350 crystals for your fleet placement for the day. This is a step change in your account building. This will change your life. That's 3 Cantina refreshes, that's mod refreshes, that's whatever you're missing in the game. That's going to help you close the gap. So Executor or Profundity, I feel like, is just not an option. I'm working on the Executor right now, soon to be finished. So we got Vader in there. We've got Bosket Relic. Okay. Piet's Relic 8. Good. All right. Perfect. So we're on the way. You got the Ray bundle and the Ray, which is nice. You got the First Order bundle, and I'm guessing you're working on the Kylo's command shuttle. No, you got Kylo's command shuttle. So you've got First Order fleet. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but you can make purchases out of the shop, or you can refresh the event. Refreshing the event is cheaper. So save up your crystals, refresh the event. You can get the finalizer to 5 stars sooner and get that SLKR in your account. Okay, so that kind of establishes the baseline. Working on Executor, working on getting that SLKR done. So for hard conquest, you're at 4 million. You've got the Ray team. You've got a CLS team, I assume. Let's take a look. I see CLS up there, but let's see how much of the other stuff you've got. So C-3PO, you're working on it. You got Han, Chewie, and then 3PO and Chewie's down here, Relic. So you've got that taken care of as well. So finishing out a full relic CLS team. So for Conquest, you've got at least 3 kind of do-it-all teams. You've got the Imperial Troopers, which in hard Conquest is a pretty mediocre team. Do you have Wat Tambor? Wat. No Wat. Wat can make troopers better in Conquest. If you put Wat Tambor in there and do a basic on his free turn, that gives all the troopers 20% turn meter and makes them relevant again in Conquest for some teams. I wonder if they'll change that eventually. It doesn't seem to speed up the rest of the game to have the main source of crystals being Fleet Arena. To be honest, I think their original intention was to get away from crystals in Fleet and to roll that into Grand Arena. But I think a lot of people have been dissatisfied with the rework of Grand Arena, and the Fleet crystals aren't causing arguments or really hurting anything. So I think they've just kind of left it alone and said, you know what, whatever. There's other things that we need to work on. So maybe they'll change it someday. They'll give us the crystals back somewhere else instead of Fleet. But for right now, it seems like it's not broken and they don't really need to fix it. So I think, much like going back to try to get some of the older content, I think they'll just keep moving forward. Okay, so what would we do with this account? What would be the idea? So for the new raid, we've got Gungans. We've got Galactic Republic. And it doesn't look like you've really worked on either. So I would say for your account, you should probably commit to one or the other of the main teams for the raid. If they bring back the Jedi team, that's something you could consider investing in if you want to. But I would probably build, well, you don't have the Queen Amidala, do you? That's probably the issue. Because in hard conquest, yeah, you may not be getting everything you need. I would probably still build some stuff for the raid. I mean, you need raid participation to be in a good guild. And if you're not in a guild that's getting good raid participation, you should build your raid participation and then switch guilds. Again, just like Fleet Crystals, getting good loot boxes out of the raid is critical for your account building. And if you don't snowball these things, your account builds very slowly. If you're just a collector and you don't care about it, then don't worry about it. So I would say if you're competitive, work on the raid stuff and build Galactic Legend Ahsoka. If you're not competitive and you just want to sit back and be casual, take what you've got and work your way into Jabba the Hutt. Wampa would be good for you. Hermit Yoda has uses with what you've got, with Rey if nothing else. So the Jedi Knight Luke build part of it is good. The Jabba the Hutt part of it is good. And you can follow that up by also getting JML later. So if you want to be casual, if you want to be relaxed about building your account, go for Jabba. If you want to be like more aggressive and get your account building faster and faster, work a raid team or two. Work on the Gungans, get some Galactic Republic stuff up to Gear 12, get a couple raid teams, and then work on Galactic Legend Ahsoka and just build all those characters as they come out. Now, if you're free to play and you work on GL Ahsoka, it's going to be 6 months before you get her, but that's fine. It'll still be, you'll get her in 6 months instead of getting her in 2 years or whatever. But if you're competitive, look forward. Just build the newer stuff, always. And if you want to play more relaxed, go back for Jabba. Clyde says, bring back galactic power-based matchmaking and efficiency is for nothing. Yeah, now that we've all blown our galactic power out of the water and just built everything, yeah, going back to an efficiency-based system would be less good. All right, is there anything else that you really want me to look at, Momi? Anything else you really want help with? Let me know and we'll try to get it while we're still on your account. 322 on Commander Luke. Commander Luke himself doesn't need to be that fast. Characters like Piet would like to be faster than Luke, and Luke can take some mods. This is actually a better set for Luke. Luke benefits from some tenacity, so you could put tenacity on Luke. Luke's whole team, if you put tenacity on the Wookiees and then just like a little bit of tenacity on Luke and a little bit on C-3PO, it does a good job of beating gas. So that's something that you could look up on the internet if you wanted to. Just go on YouTube and look up like how to mod CLS to beat gas, and it'll kind of talk you through putting a little bit of tenacity on those characters. So that's something you could do. If this was my account, I might actually be putting some of my fastest mods onto Thrawn. Get him to gear 12 so that you can put 6-dot mods in him and make him really fast. And you can work a team with Mara Jade, a fast Thrawn, and Palpatine. You take your first turn with Thrawn, you go fast, you give the turn to Mara Jade, and you just take off and go. And that team, even with no relics, if your Grand Admiral Thrawn is like, let's say 320 speed or something like that, or let's say 310 speed with no relic, you can beat a lot of opponents. Really good relic teams. Just go first, give Mara Jade a turn, and then you got 5 minutes to kill everybody, and they probably don't even get a turn. So that's a team you could look at building, especially since you've got that Relic 7 Palpatine already anyway. And then in 5s, you can add in Vader or a couple more characters. So it's pretty good. So those are some things that you could look at doing with the account. Hux is pretty fast. Hux likes to be pretty fast. That's okay, 304. Your mods aren't too bad for being, in a 1-year-old account. I understand the struggle. Believe me, I understand the struggle of getting those mods in line in that first year. All right, let's take a look at Voxen. Voxen said he wanted to look at a 12 million account. I don't know if this is going to be somebody who really needs help, or occasionally people want me to look at their stuff so they can flex. Yeah, we can do that too. We're okay with flexers. Here's a 11.9, so yeah, I agree, 12 million. 4.6 and ship 7.2 at characters, that means everything, right? Galactic War Battles won 33,000, so that's 7.5, almost 8 years of play. So Voxen, you've been playing this game for a long time, my friend. Death Star Port Designers. Sounds like an interesting guild to be part of. So when we look at fleets, we should just kind of see everything, right? Like, not much to talk about here. Profundity, Leviathan, Executor, Negotiator, Malevolence, all of the toys. Pilotless ships, 2 non-relic ships. Oh man, you didn't buy the Geo pack. Look at that, we've got 2 ships that aren't relicked. Nothing to see here, moving on. 8 Galactic Legends, Revan, Skywalker, Malak, Maul, Third Sister, Darth Bane, Malgus, Starkiller, Bo-Katan, Dr. Aphra, Jedi Knight Cal at Relic 7, Chrysanthemum at 8, which is nice. Cal Kestis, Relic 7, over-relicked him. New Padawan, Obi-Wan's already Relic 8. Did you do the Gungans as well? I didn't see any Gungans up there up high. Alright, they're Relic 5 and counting. We're going to get Jar Jar soon. What else is there? You've got all the things. All the things. Got the remnant going. I guess we could look at what you don't have reliced yet. It's probably easier than looking at what you do. So let's go see if there's anything down here that's a really big opportunity. Pow. You might want to look into Luthen. If you're getting him out of Conquest, I suppose that's the next team you're going to build. And there's nothing down here even worth talking about. So basically everything in your account that's worth relicking, you've reliced. So nothing to see here. That was easy. Commander Sokatano, fastest non-GL character. 379. Bro, you're 5 faster than mine. Echo. Also 379. That's a pretty big flex. Moff Gideon, 3rd fastest character. 372. I like seeing me a fast Moff Gideon, so these are all like 350s and 360s. Let's get down to Zori Bliss and see how fast she is. 333. You've been working the mod game, my brother. That is a lot of fast characters. Skywalker still over 300. 323. Yo! The quality of mods on this account. Everybody who's watching, be jealous. We're still at 306 on Grief Karga. We're like 11 rows down, and he's still got 300 speed characters. Grandmaster Yoda, we're finally under 300. So what is that? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So something like 57 characters over 300 speed. LOL. Voxen says, yeah, buddy, I'm 100% free to play. Waiting for Jar Jar. Boris Balkan says, I'll see you another time, DL. Alright. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Boris. Voxen said, I just got my 128th 25 plus speed mod. Alright. I'm going to go read his original post again. I'd be interested to see what you'd say about my account. Yeah. Well done. That's what I would say about your account. Well done. No, really good. It's really good. You've built all the stuff, and you've got fantastic mods. And clearly you know how to put the right mods on the right characters. So, nothing to see here, y'all. Well, nothing to improve, I should say. Plenty to see here. If you want an account where you go, man, I hope like my account's like this someday, then, welcome to that account review. Welcome to the account we all wish we had review. All right, let's get in here real quick and get our 10 points. So, Nard Dog is a Lightspeed bundle enjoyer. It looks like Galactic War Battles won. The account's almost 2 years old, or over 2 years old, I should say. 8800 to be 2 years old. So we've got First Order stuff, all these relics, CLS, random stuff. I don't even know why he's relicking. I guess he's going for Sith Eternal, right? Because we see Royal Guard, Stark, Veers, all that stuff at relic. Tarkin. That's Sith Eternal. Okay, so he's building Sith Eternal. It looks like he'll have that soon. So he'll have his second GL. Ship-wise, he's not committed to any of the big ships. He does have Negotiator, but not Profundity or Executor. But, clearly far beyond what I have to offer. Now, he couldn't beat my Profundity, but he cleared everything else. I have some teams that could beat Relic teams, but he's just got relics all across the front wall here, so I don't feel like I have a lot of chances. This is his best team. This is the team that I would have to get to get to the back wall. So you guys know what we're going to do, right? We're going to Datacron this Wampa. We're going to throw it in against this team. And we're going to see if we can pull off a miracle. The stun from this guy is absolutely obnoxious. But the hope is that somehow in the turns in between being stunned that we're able to ramp up enough damage. We have to kill him at some point, right? So I don't think this can work. Maybe I could do dash on Chewie. Maybe that's got enough damage to work. Let's do the. So CLS Han Chewie times out against this team, right? I don't feel a lot better about dash Han Chewie. We still don't have a healing immunity to put on them. Troopers can't get it done. Let's see if there's any way that Wampa can live through being stunned and dazed for a lot of... Am I faster than him? I'm faster than him? No. 199, he was like 219, right? So he's faster than me. 169, he's not faster than me. Okay. So we'll at least get to Wamp before he puts the first stun on us. Let's try it. I don't know. Basically, we can't win the GAC unless we, get through this team somehow. All right, they got turn meter from Phasma over here. She boosted the turn meter, so Kylo did get the stun. Okay, looks like we can kill Phasma here. Reduce it by 1. Now we just got to deal with waiting for the stuns to clear. And we got restunned. Alright, I don't know. I don't know, guys. We haven't really built Sith, so we don't have Nihilists for an insta-kill. We haven't really built Bounty Hunters for the Mandalorian. The Person DeLorean. I need to put them on my list of things to do. Get something in my account that can kill characters like this. Let's take in the Dash Han Chewie and just see if by any chance we can get this done. I really don't think we can. Let's put the stun here first. Let's do a basic. Try a stun. Basics. And now we're going to do this. Stun. And we'll just do basics. Okay. Stun. Basic. Hit. Stun. Buff up. Basic. Stun. Basic. Okay. All right, we made it. It surprises me a little bit, but we'll take it. All right, this is a Darth Maul-led team. Nihilus is the threat. We just have to have enough damage to kill Nihilus. Let's try this garbage. See if we can get it done. I guess it's not too much garbage. 3PO is the only one who's still trash tier on this team. So let's see if we can get Nihilus killed. The dodges from the Darth Maul leadership coming in strong. We avoided all of those cooldown reductions, so that's nice. Take that. We've got to deal with this now. Finish him off. That's good. Big damage. Mini damage. Stack up some confuses on this bad boy. Get confused, nerd. Alright. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're clearing off these relic teams. Up top now. Oh, let's look at what he got in the back. More relic stuff. He's got more relics, so I assume that there's more relic teams back here. Oh, CLS. CLS Han Ezra. Rey. And bounty hunters. Oof. So if we go through the top and we manage to get his ships, is that more banners than he got? I don't think so, but let's keep trying. This is trooperable as long as his speeds aren't too much higher than mine. My Moff Gideon on this account was like 353. So I don't think there's any way he's faster than that. We got to go after the tank first because any of the other characters that we hit, he's going to taunt. And we don't really have a way to avoid the taunt. And we're trying to let them not get turns. So we just got to go for him first, whether we like it or not. Get rid of some of his armor. And here we go. Now we'll drain turn meter, get another mass assist, get our first kill. Now we can go on to Tarkin. Get some dazes on these guys, because why not? Do the area effect. And then just keep shooting bullets at Thrawn. Alright. Now we got a Qui-Gon team to try to use here. We're quickly running out of good resources, but you know, Grandmaster Yoda or Mace. We'll use Mace. He can reduce health if we need to. Pilot's probably the threat. Okay, we'll take these where we can get them. Alright, there's big area effect damage. Come on, guys. Let's go. One relic pilot down. And guess what? Mace is satisfied here. Unkillable. Wow. Alright, melting relic teams since 2024. Actually, I think it would have to be true that he's been melting relic teams since 2022 or so. Alright. Let's take in our hot trash here. Bring in the spy. We'll bring in this. And it's kind of an endurance fight. We just need to live long enough to get our ult off. Hopefully before he gets his ult off. And then we're starting to get enough ships where we've got a backup fleet. We should be able to kill that, the Hound's Tooth. Should be able to kill the Hound's Tooth because it's like a Gear 10 Bosk. It won't be easy, but we may be able to kill that ship without using the Chimera's ult. I believe his Cad Bane was Relic, though. So that's going to be a lot of damage. Okay, and so it begins. I think I'll do this version on myself. Get some offense ups. And then we're going to try to bring in Anakin as our first reinforcement. And get buff immunity onto that Hound's Tooth. And then hope that we can put some good damage down on it. Come on, not enough. All right, he's going to cleanse all those buffs now. And we got to do this so he gets protection up again. And now we're just waiting. I was really hoping we could kill that so that we could have used the Chimera skill to kill the like Xanadu Blood or some other good ship like that. Sunfac, something. It doesn't look like that's to be. Taunt up. I think we'll bring it in Plo here just to we didn't get buff immunity on him either, so we definitely have to do that. Okay. Just survive. Just get me to my capital ship turn. That's all I'm asking for. Just let me have my capital ship turn. Then at least I could have got rid of that Hound's Tooth. This is unwinnable for me now. So that's it. Even if I clear this off, I'm going to lose because he didn't drop battles and I did drop battles. So his banner efficiency is more than I can possibly achieve. Where's Marjade? She's way down here, boys. There she is. Let's see if we can do something with Vader against some rebels here. Okay, we'll do Force Crush, Merciless Massacre, doing all the stuff. And then we'll do another Force Crush. And then let's see if we can get Ezra out of here in one hit. No, it's not enough. And the counterattacks will kill me. Kind of saw that coming. Stun? Hey! Alright, and then Luke's just gonna beat us both up. Luke be like, die, Dad! Heh. Oof! Got 2 banners, though. What can you do against the CLS? Not much. With the teams that we've got left, not much. All right, here we go. In for the win. Stack it up. Contract incoming. Dodged. Dodged my missile. We'll just put it on auto and let it run. Gotta try to somehow get tons of damage done to him. He's just gonna change his stances and heal back up to almost full. Oh, what? We got him. We got him. We put so many damage over times on him that he fell. Okay. All right. Okay. Some Jedi. Ahsoka. This should last like one round. I might get to use a skill on one of these characters. That would be great. And the bonk. Ah, look at all those buffs. Gear 12 Mandalorian. I haven't even dented him yet. Look at this. Look at this ridiculousness. Alright, biggest hit I got. Nothing. One shot's my Yoda. Yep. That's it for this GAC. Did what we can do. Gave it a try. Profundity gives us chances on defense, but we still need another fleet to back that up. I'm doing okay with my malevolence. We've got, 95 out of 145, so we're building toward a malevolence here sometime soon. We also have raid participation now, y'all. Check this out. We got 169,000 with our Jedi team. Extensive work. So basically Gear 11 Jedi with really bad mods. I didn't change their mods, I just took them in there. And we got around 150 with this team, with the Lumi team. I got that 170, 169 and I locked it in. The problem that I'm having with the team as it stands right now, the characters are just too fragile. So I don't think the speed is really that big of a deal. I just don't have enough hit points. And when they target the same character like 2 or 3 times in a row, they just die. So I'm unable to keep them alive. That's the problem so far. So I haven't had a problem getting too close to the enrage. And I haven't had a problem killing droids. I've just had a problem keeping my characters alive at Gear 11. And some of them are still 5 stars. So when we get to 6 stars, get them all to Gear 12, put them in the 450 tier. I think we should get 250, 300 out of that team in the 450 tier. And that'll be my contribution to Raid for quite some time. It's kind of all I can do for right now. But if everybody in your guild can contribute 300,000, 300,000 times 50 is 15 million. That puts us on this box if everybody in the guild can do it. And then once we start getting, to a better spot, we'll get this box. But then the jump between 22 and 67 is the jump between everybody getting, 300,000 and everybody getting 1.2 million. So we shall see how it all shakes out. But I think the guild, the Lex Talionis guild, will probably get the 22.5 box within a reasonable amount of time. And that's everybody getting about 500,000. So, yeah, we'll see. See where it ends up. Where am I at right now on the leaderboard? I'm number 12. That's because the raid just launched and like nobody's played. But I'm claiming I'm number 12. Look at me go with my garbage Jedi. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the stream for me today. Been a pretty long one. We've been on here almost 3 hours. Well, right at 3 hours. Nice. Hope you guys have gotten some entertainment out of it. I've enjoyed it. We've had some fun. We've continued to learn some new things for Grand Arena. So thank you all for coming and hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you, and certainly hope to see you in the next one. Like on the way out if you didn't on the way in. Subscribe, notification bell, Discord, all the usual end of the stream stuff. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next holocron.